Sly, why does Apuga look like a party where people use and dump? You know, we have the case of Abaribe trying to do that. We have the case of Rochas. You know what I'm talking about.
There is no way I can answer that question.
You know, why does it look like...
You ask the people that dump the party why they do that. Like I said, the problem is a Nigerian problem. It's not an Apuga problem. The problem is a Nigerian problem. Politicians don't believe in political parties. They just see parties as vehicle of opportunity. Finish.
I've heard you talk about the Igbos playing politics with emotions and how it will not get us anywhere. Now, let me put it to you. What do you think we're doing wrongly as NDIGBO politically that we need to actually at least do something different? Go ahead.
Very simple. We need to play politics of strategic positioning. Let me put it in simple terms. You do not put all your eggs in one basket. I will make an allusion, more like a rhetorical question. Are you aware that when Buhari, in 2019, Buhari was a northerner? You are aware?
Yes.
When he was seeking for a re-election, if there is a social, political or socio-cultural group that unites all northerners, it is Arewa Consultative Forum. You've heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Are you aware that Arewa never endorsed Buhari in 2019? Arewa didn't. That's what we call politics of strategic positioning. Because the moment you endorse a person, it means that you've sold off your brothers in the other political parties. Yes. What most intelligent people do is simple. Use the campaign period as an opportunity for engagement, as an opportunity to bargain. So today, let's imagine that we have 3 major candidates. What NDIGBO should do is simple. Give everybody a fair opportunity. Very fair opportunity. Invite the incumbent. Okay, we've seen your manifesto. You're seeking for re-election. You know, we didn't really get, the Southeast, we didn't really get what we expected. We noticed that we are not accommodated in the railway project. What will you do for us if we support you? Or what will you do for us if you are re-elected? You extract commitment. I don't know if you understand. You extract commitment. He said, okay, we'll see what we'll do. We're not going to be against you. We are going to, of course, let people campaign freely. If you succeed, we wish you all the best. Just like people who are contesting an election and they go to see their traditional ruler. The traditional ruler is not meant to take sides because you are the father of all.
Yes.
What you're supposed to do is simply to impart your blessings. Wish them well and pray. Let the best candidate win. The man from the north comes, you sit him down, extract similar promise and commitment from him. Your brother comes, you do the same thing. Because no nation, the way Nigeria is composed, there is no nation or any region that can make a president. It's not possible.
Solely,
you cannot. In fact, if you look at the demographics, you see that we are highly disadvantaged as a people. Most times, the votes that come out of the 5 Southeast states may not be up to the votes that come out of maybe Kano State alone.
I agree.
That's the sad reality. And so the moment you begin to do, oh, no, it must be, yes. And you see, I'm not one of those, I'm sorry to say this on this platform. I'm not one of those that is so keen on Igbo president. I'm not. I'll tell you why. What we need is healthy regional economic collaboration and development. Healthy regional, Southeast regional economic collaboration and development in such a way that the 5 Southeast states, the governors will come together, bond together, and find a way to accelerate development, investment, and opportunities in the Southeast.
Mm-hmm.
You just told me you are from Aba.
Mm-hmm.
President Buhari, in fact, are you aware that in the past, how many years? From 2007 to now is about 19 years. Katsina State has produced 2 presidents within that period. Katsina State has produced 2 presidents. President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua and President Muhammadu Buhari.
Just one state.
One state. Can I ask you a question? Can you compare the life of an average man in Katsina to the life of the average man in Anambra State?
Never.
Who is better?
Anambra State.
Have we produced a president?
No.
That answers your question. The presidency is an elitist game. It is for the elites. He and his cronies. So when they do this agitation, we need the I'm not saying that a president is good, but what we need is to have an economic viable region that will be the pride. If Lagos State never produced Tinubu, if Lagos is a country, Lagos will be among the top maybe 15 economies in the world. Lagos as a state, if Lagos were to be a country, Lagos doesn't need any damn president to be where they are. That's what we need. Look at what we are doing in Anambra. Look at what is happening in Enugu. Look at what is happening in Abia, Imo. That's what we need. Healthy economic. And I listened to the beautiful speech, the inauguration speech of our governor. I saw the charge. I've consistently maintained that. In fact, at some point, having discussion with some young-minded Igbo men for us to form a committee to champion the Southeast regional economic development and collaboration. That's what we need. Simple. If the president comes, it's an added incentive. If the president doesn't come, we are doing well. Economically, we need to be the pride of the nation. In fact, if we concentrate so much on healthy regional economic collaboration, at some point, and we ignore what is happening in the leadership of the country, at some point, the country will invite you, please, come and lead us. We want Nigeria to witness what is happening in your region. We can't do this thing for ourselves. They will practically beg you to come and lead the country. It's as simple as that.
You talked about Soludo's inaugural speech. You've also re-echoed the part where he asks us not to waste our votes again in 2027. I think you've said that too somehow.
Absolutely.
Even if I think you've implied it. What do you guys mean by that?
When you say you don't, what we're saying, not really. We just said, let's be very strategic.
That indeed would not waste their votes again. It means we've said before.
When you say in 20, when they say certain things, the answers are not far-fetched. Because when you complain, you ask yourself, in 2015, you gave almost 90-something% of your vote to a political party. What happened? You complained for 4 years. In 2019, you repeated the same thing again. You complained for the next 4 years. In 2023, the problem is, if we decide to a particular political path, it is our choice. But let us not complain afterwards.
Yes, blame game.
As simple as that. Let's not complain.
Let's accept the consequences of our choices.
Simple. It is simple.
And stop crying foul.
It is simple. If we make political choices, there should be consequences.
Political consequences.
Simple. It is very simple. I'm sorry. It maybe ought not to be, but that's the reality. Sadly, that's the reality in our country. That's the reality. And so the moment you make those wrong political choices, if it is the right political choices, of course you reap the benefit. If it's the wrong political choice, you reap the consequences. It is simple. There are no sentiments about it. And so I don't think I want to use the word to say, maybe we say, wasting of votes is a very harsh word to use.
That was what he used, actually.
I can say that this is a very, because people vote based on their convictions. We're just saying, let's be more strategic. Let's be more strategic. Let's, review the candidates critically. Let's be more strategic. Let's reduce the place of emotion in politics. That's the only charge I give NDIGBO. Let us less emotion, more strategy. Less emotion, more strategy.
You guys can't be asking us to reduce what you guys are also using as your tool. You guys are telling us not to be emotional, but when you guys want to do election, you tell us nkai. That is one of the most highest point of emotional manipulation. It is sentimental.
It is a fact.
And then you cannot be telling us not to use emotion. When Apoga uses emotion at every single election,
the way campaign,
these are our own.
The way campaign
we should leave party
is in
you actually literally address APC as part of the Hausa.
No, we don't do that.
I heard it. Maybe not from the national leadership.
Can I tell you?
But from the grassroots, when you say
that, you begin to indict our brother you are talking about. I've been in this party. I don't want to say certain things.
Which our brother?
You know the person you are talking about.
Okay.
Contesting in another party.
Okay.
I know. In 2010 elections, 2011 elections, 2013 elections, 2015 elections, I know the sentiments that were whipped up. Not by the current administration. But in fact, the current administration has tried to de-emphasize those sentiments. I can tell you that. The current administration. So when we say Nkabunkanyi, it is a statement of fact. Not a statement of emotion. It's a statement of fact. And that is not the basis upon which we campaign. We campaign primarily with the performance of our governor in office. Primarily. And so, when you have additional stuff that you can campaign, but primarily, we campaign with performance. That Abga has engineered and engendered an A-class performance in Anambra State. Even you cannot dispute that. So, the primary tool of campaign for us is performance. That's our primary tool of campaign.
So Soludo got into government via the previous government's performance that the manifesto actually captured about plenty of the ills he actually met in his own government.
Now, when you talk about how Soludo came into office as a result of so many things, we admit some of the inadequacies of the previous administration. You won't even equally deny that administration did well in so many areas. Today, we have an airport, we have an ICC, so many legacy projects that administration did. Road-wise, because the major area that administration was criticized was on the aspect of road construction. That's the major area. So it's wrong to say that administration performed poorly. Maybe not as much as the current administration is doing, but that administration did not perform poorly. Combined with the personality and the persona of our candidate. Because a political party campaigns with two things, or three things. The ideology of the party, the performance of the party, and the persona of the candidate. Three things. These three things are interwoven in any election. And so part of what saved us in that election, why some persons, it's still up to debate whether that administration did excellent or not. But you will not deny that administration achieved some measure of milestone. And coupled with the candidacy of a man of impeccable character, it was easy for us to have that sale.
So do the solution. Lastly, I'll let you go because we've actually had a swell time.
Absolutely.
It's election season again. Dear esteemed political candidates, are you aware that a good media visibility and advert can help boost your chances of winning? What are you waiting for? BAM Interview is offering you this campaign space to tell NDIGBO why they should vote for you. Contact us today with the numbers on your screen.